Hey guys, Zix here. Time for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z in Minecraft. That's right, Dragon Ball Z in Minecraft. The last episode I still said Dragon Ball, but it's not Dragon Ball anymore. It's Dragon Ball Z in Minecraft. Now, sorry it's been a few weeks, but I do what I can. Anywho, last episode we went over King Yema's exchange place, and we started Snake Way, but I wanted to save that for another episode. And so here we have it now. We have ourselves in Snake Way, episode 2, part 2 of Otherworld. What could part 3 possibly be? You'll just have to wait and see, but it's pretty obvious. I remade the Snake Way head. I liked the bottom jaw, and I'm actually okay with the bottom part of the jaw now. This part, I don't know. I could probably work on this a little bit. It was pretty difficult to do. I kept the ears the same, but either way. Also, I changed this all the way down to polished andesite. All the way. That wasn't fun. It took me about 4 hours to fix this, because originally it was stone. But then I looked at Snake Way again, and he's got like these scales on the bottom. Thanks to he. I would say it. It's got these like scales on the bottom. And so I decided to go ahead and change it to polished andesite, because I feel like that gives it a better scale-like look. So obviously this thing is not 10,000 miles long. Oh, come on, Rain. Nobody asked you to be here. Also, I did make an attempt to loop-de-loop, because Snake Way does do a few loop-de-loops. Unfortunately, no, I couldn't make it work, especially with these stairs. I was able to make this part kind of loop-de-loop okay, but to get the like sharp whatever borders to loop-de-loop it just wasn't working. I may come back and try again another day, maybe if I improve my ability to do it, but for the purposes of this video, it's a not worker. So we're almost there. I didn't make it probably as long as I could have, but with Schematica, I could totally just double this if I wanted to. But at the actual halfway point is Princess Snake's Palace. Now, here's another one. The build itself, not terribly difficult, but to do the interior, impossible. Absolutely, positively impossible. The building is more or less to scale. I didn't do the door up here. There's supposed to be a door up here, but more or less to scale. But in the episode, he's in this great, huge room, and then he's in like a spa on like a mountain or something. Where is that supposed to be? Not here, not big enough. I did think about one thing that I could have done, because if you look in the TV show, in the anime, when he like gets eaten by the snake, he actually goes down like an angled tunnel, and then he just ends up in like the area. It's trying to tell you that area is this building, but he goes down for like a quarter of a mile. So I could probably have had a snake head here and angle down and then do all of the interior of Princess Snake's palace underneath the cloud layer and just kind of conceal the fact. Whoops, hit my microphone here. Just kind of conceal the fact that it's not in that part. And then I realized that it's been 3 weeks since I had an episode out, and I decided not to because I wanted to get an episode out. So there you go. That's Princess Snake's palace. But there's nothing inside. It's empty. But that's okay. But that's probably not what everyone is even here for anyway. The coup de grace, King Kai's planet, which we'll start to see coming up on the horizon pretty soon here. As far as schematics are concerned, nobody said anything, so I guess nobody cares. But I've chosen not to do schematics of Otherworld on my Discord server, and there's a reason why. The reason why is they're too big. If you were to try to paste down the schematic for Snake Way, it would crash your computer. Schematica can't handle it. There's little King Kai's planet. I did consider doing it in parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, but who really wants to do that? 10 parts of a schematic? So I opted not to do it. As far as King Kai's planet is concerned, we're at a kind of a high Y level. And there's a reason why we're at a kind of a high Y level, because of the next build that we're going to do. But we're right at the end of Snake Way. It's at 180. So in order for me to put this way up in the sky, I'd have to bring this build all the way down. I did actually bring the build down about 40 blocks. It's actually 40 blocks lower. Maybe not quite 40. Probably about 30 blocks lower than it was at the check-in station. Because as I brought these clouds down, I don't know if you can tell. You can kind of see it right there. I was bringing the level down. I hit it pretty well, but it does come down because I knew I was going to run into this problem. This is nearly at the top. Let's see. You can see of the world. Yeah, 240. Looks like 250. So I don't know, even higher. 253. So I could have only gone up 2 more blocks for this to work. And then at that point it wouldn't work anymore unless Minecraft is nice to me and you know what, I forgot to build the car. Let me build the car. Let me build the car real quick. I was going to do that and I forgot, and I don't feel like re-recording all of that. So I'm going to build the car and then I'll be right back. There, what do you think? Huh? King Kai's car, right? Not bad. It's reversible, right? It can go forward this way or it can go forward this way. Oh, you know what, I forgot. I wanted to do headlights. Whoops. Birch maybe? I don't know how that's going to look. I can't even put a button there. Here's a headlight. No. I'm looking at my picture over here. Actually, you know what? This front part is white. Should I do that? I don't know. Probably not. So unless I get an overwhelming, you know, that actually didn't look bad. Unless I get an overwhelming response and be like, hey, I really want this build, I actually like that. That turned out quite nice. All right, King Kai, you've got a car. Well, should I do this? No, that's weird. I also tried that. No, not that. This little. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have him have a rounded hood, huh? What about? Whoops. No, I don't like it. Throw it away. Throw the whole build away. I don't like it. Yeah, there you go, King Kai. You've got your little car. Cool. I like it. I think it's okay. Well, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do with Minecraft. I did nothing on the inside of his house. I tried to look for source material for his house. I couldn't find a whole lot. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku eats a meal in there. I didn't feel like finding the episode though, because I'm too lazy. So we just went with nothing. He's got this like little fireplace and he's got an antenna. I don't know what he's got an antenna for. I mean, he literally has antennas on his head. So who knows? And then he's got a little bench and then he's got a little well. And then he's got this like shed thing, which by the way, building on a circle, not an easy thing to do. So if you want to criticize this build, I ask you to try to build this. I believe this would be the tree that has the fruit on it that he eats and tries to eat when he lands on the planet. But other than that, I mean, that's it. I know this looks a little weird having the street kind of off to the side, but if you look at an image of the source material, and if I can remember in editing, I'll throw it up there. It actually has the house on the spot, and then the road is off to the side, and it wraps around in a straight line, which is a little weird, but that's what it actually does in the show. So that's what I went with, and that's what we're going with, and that's what we're ending the episode with. Thank you so very much for watching. Stay tuned. It's probably going to be a couple weeks again for me to finish the next build, which is going to finish up the Otherworld series, and it's a big one. It's a big one, and it's going to take a long time. And I'm actually quite busy in my RL life, so that's really the main reason why you haven't had a Dragon Ball Z episode in a while from me, anywho. But that's going to do it. Thank you so very much for watching, and as always, take it easy.